Hello, I want you to stop whatever you're doing for a moment and just listen, not to me, but to that quiet voice inside you, the one that's been trying to speak for years, telling you that you're wasting your life. Yes, I know that sounds a bit harsh, but this isn't meant to comfort you. This isn't one of those feel-good motivational speeches. This is a wake-up call for your time and your future. Let me ask you something. How many dreams have you put off? How many times have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? How many years have gone by while you stayed stuck in the same routine? Scrolling, waiting, hoping, comparing, regretting. You keep saying you'll change one day, but what if I told you that day may never come? Because you don't have as much time as you think. Time doesn't just disappear suddenly. It slips away quietly. 10 minutes on your phone, 30 minutes overthinking, a full day doing nothing, and bit by bit, your future is taken from you without warning. You don't just wake up one day and lose your life. You lose it slowly, every day through comfort, distraction, and fear. One day, you'll open your eyes and realize you're not as young as you were, not as free, not where you hope to be. And the worst part, no one will be to blame but you. So today, I'm not here to pump you up. I'm here to tell you the truth, the kind of truth people avoid until it's too late. You don't have time to waste, no time for fear, no time for excuses, no time for a life you don't even enjoy. That's why in this video, I'm giving you 30 powerful rules. Not tips, not tricks, rules, things you must follow before time runs out. Each rule is something I wish I had learned earlier. Each one is designed to shape your mindset, your character, your future, and your freedom. And if you stick with me until the end, I promise you won't be the same person you are right now. You'll finish this with fire in your heart and clear direction in your mind. This video is also perfect for practicing English. Simple words, real life examples, and strong life lessons you won't forget. Let's begin. Rule 1. Work smart, not just hard. Most people stay busy, but being busy isn't the same as making progress. You could work 10 hours a day and still stay broke. You can keep going in circles all your life and not get anywhere if you don't know how to work smart. Working smart means knowing what actually moves you forward. Focus on results, not just effort. Build systems, not only routines. Think of two woodcutters. One keeps cutting non-stop. The other stops every hour to sharpen his axe. By the end of the day, the second man cuts more trees with less effort. Hard work matters, but smart work turns that effort into real progress. Follow this rule. Don't just work harder. Work with a plan, with focus, and with purpose. Rule 2. Rely on your willpower. Your body might be tired. Your schedule might be full. Your heart might be hurting. But if your willpower is strong, you'll still push forward. Most people don't quit because they're weak. They quit because they never trained their mind to fight back. Willpower is doing what you need to do, even when you don't want to. It means showing up when no one sees you. It means finishing when others give up. For example, a student once failed his first exam. His friends laughed. His teacher said he wouldn't make it. But every night, while others slept, he kept studying. He didn't depend on talent. He depended on will. 2 years later, he became the best in his field. Follow this rule, rely on your willpower. In the end, that's what will carry you through every hard time. Rule 3. Be a creator, not just a watcher. There are two kinds of people, those who make things and those who scroll. Most people spend their lives consuming, watching, liking, judging, reacting. But the ones who create build a brand, start a business, learn a skill. Those are the people who shape the future. Watching feels easy. Creating feels hard, but one leads to distraction. The other gives you power. A boy used to watch motivational videos every day, but he never took action. One day, he made a deal with himself. Instead of watching for 1 hour, I'll create for 1 hour. He started a blog, then a podcast, then a business. That one choice changed his whole life. Follow this rule. Stop watching others live their dreams. Start building your own. Rule 4. Don't speak badly about others behind their back. This is one of the worst habits a person can have, and yet it happens all the time. Talking behind someone's back may seem small, even harmless, but here's the truth. Every time you do it, you're harming your own character, not theirs. Weak people talk about others. Strong people talk about ideas. When you speak negatively about someone who isn't there, what you're really saying is, I don't have the courage to say it to their face. It might give you a quick sense of power, but in the long run, it damages trust. There was a girl in college. She was kind and friendly in public, but in private, she said bad things about everyone. Her friends, classmates, even her family. One day, someone recorded her without her knowing. That video spread in a group chat. In one day, everyone saw who she really was. She lost all her friends. She wasn't known for being smart anymore. She became the girl no one could trust. Your words are like seeds. If you spread negativity, that's what will grow around you. Follow this rule. If you wouldn't say it to their face, don't say it at all. This isn't just about being kind. It's about discipline, respect, and building a reputation that people trust, even when you're not in the room. Rule 5, don't fear mistakes. Learn from them. Most people are scared of making mistakes. They think if I mess up, people will laugh, I'll be judged, I'll look stupid. So they don't even try, they wait. They think too much, they play it safe, but the truth is, growth comes from falling. You rise after you've been knocked down, you become stronger when you break and rebuild. Mistakes aren't your enemy. They are your guide. Every successful person you look up to today, every millionaire, every athlete, every leader, got there not because they avoided mistakes, but because they made more of them. A man once tried to start a business. He failed, lost all his savings, felt ashamed. His friends told him to get a normal job, but he didn't give up. He tried again, failed again, but each time he learned something. On his 5th try, he built a company that now gives jobs to over 300 people. That's the difference. The average person fails once and quits forever. A strong person fails 10 times and comes back stronger every time. Follow this rule, make mistakes, don't fear them, just don't keep repeating them. Fail forward, not backward. Turn every failure into fuel. The only real failure is never trying at all. Rule 6, focus on one goal at a time. These days, people act like being busy is something to be proud of. They multitask all day. Scroll Instagram while studying, text friends while working, start 5 projects but finish none. They feel busy but make no progress. Here's the truth, multitasking kills deep work. And deep work is where real success lives. When you focus on too many things, you don't master anything. When you focus on one thing fully, you become powerful, you move faster, you learn deeper, you develop real skill. One student was preparing for exams. His friend was too, but also making reels, replying to texts, and running a side hustle. The first student focused deeply on one subject every day. The other jumped between 5 things at once. When results came in, the focused student topped. The multitasker failed. It wasn't about who was smarter. It was about who gave their full mind to one goal. That's the power. Follow this rule. Pick one thing. Give it everything. Turn off distractions. Train your mind to focus like a laser, not scatter like a flashlight. And you'll be far ahead of those who are still busy, doing nothing. Rule 7. Don't aim to be the best. Aim to be the only one who does what you do. This is one of the most powerful shifts in thinking you can make. Everyone wants to be the best student, the best speaker, the best employee. But here's the truth, the world doesn't always reward the best. It rewards the one who stands out, the one who brings something no one else does, the one who can't be replaced. Trying to be better than others keeps you chasing, but trying to be different helps you build your own path, one that only you can walk. Hundreds of singers trying to become well-known. All of them had talent. All of them worked hard, but one man changed everything. He didn't try to sound like the others. He mixed opera with rap. He dressed differently. He performed in a unique way, and suddenly he became viral, not because he was the best singer, but because he was the only one doing that. Follow this idea. Stop copying. Stop comparing. Find your own style. Don't ask, how can I defeat them? Ask, how can I create something they could never copy? You already have something special the world has never seen, but you will never find it if you keep trying to become someone else. Rule 8. If you don't like something, change it. Most people live with things they dislike, a job they don't enjoy, a body they aren't happy with, a mindset that makes them feel anxious, a routine that leaves them tired, but they keep living the same way every single day. Why? Because change feels scary, because complaining feels easier. But here's the truth. You don't have to keep repeating the same day over and over again. You are not a tree, you are not stuck. If something in your life makes you unhappy, you must be brave enough to change it. Yes, change is difficult. Yes, change needs time, but living with sadness, regret, and helplessness is worse. There's a factory that runs machines non-stop. One machine began producing broken parts every hour, but instead of fixing it, the workers just threw away the broken parts and kept running it. Each day, they lost more money. Every week, the issue got worse. One day, the entire machine broke down. Repairing it cost more than it should have. Do you get the point? If something is broken, ignoring it doesn't solve the problem. Complaining doesn't solve it either. You solve it by taking control, whether it's your habits, relationships, mindset, or future. If it causes pain, fix it. Follow this idea. Stop accepting things that drain you. If it slows you down, change it. If it takes away your peace, change it. Time is moving, and you only have one life. Don't waste it being a version of yourself that you don't even like. Rule 9. Never disrespect older people. Respect isn't something you give only when someone is perfect. Respect reflects your own character, not their actions. In today's world, many people believe being loud is power. They speak over their parents. They make fun of elders. They ignore advice. But here's the truth. One day you'll be old. One day your energy will drop. One day you'll want someone to listen, to guide you, or just understand you. And when that day comes, how you treated the elders in your life will come back to you. Respect isn't about agreeing. You don't have to agree with everything older people say, but you must never forget their experience. They lived through war, poverty, trauma, survival, and sacrifice, mostly so you could have a better life. In Japan, there's a tradition where young people bow to elders when they pass them, even if they don't know them, even if they've never spoken. Why? Because they believe every elder carries the weight of years filled with mistakes, lessons, effort, and pain. In that culture, respecting older people isn't just good manners, it's strength. It shows humility. It shows you understand the power of legacy. Follow this rule. Never raise your voice at those who raised you. Never speak over those who once spoke for you when you had no voice, because one day you'll wish they were still here. Rule 10. Live in the moment, not on your phone. This might be the most harmful habit of our time. You walk through life, but you're not really present. Your body is in the room, but your mind is lost in your screen. You're having dinner but scrolling, watching a sunset but through a camera, sitting with your family but checking notifications. You're alive, but not truly living, and here's the harsh truth. You won't remember the likes. You won't remember the memes. You won't remember the comments, but you will remember your mother's smile, your brother's laughter, long walks with your father, deep talks with your best friend. You'll remember real life, not the noise from your phone. There was a study of people near the end of life. Do you know what they regretted most? Not that they didn't spend more time online, not that they didn't get more followers. They regretted the time they missed with the people they cared about, because they thought they had more time. But one day, someone will disappear. A voice will go silent, and you'll wish you had paid more attention while they were still here. Follow this idea. Your phone is just a tool, not your whole life. Use it to grow. Use it to learn, but don't let it steal the moments you'll never get back. Rule 11. Always pay the bill if you can. This isn't about money. This isn't about showing off. This is about being generous, being thankful, and quietly saying, "You matter to me." In a world where everyone is counting who paid last, who owes what, who spent more, you must go beyond that. If you can afford it, pay it, even if it's just for tea, even if it's just for snacks. That one small act shows more about your heart than 1,000 words. There's a businessman who always paid the bill when meeting people, not because he was rich, but because he believed in making others feel valued. One day, a man he once helped became the CEO of a company. That man remembered the coffee he was once offered and gave him $1 million deal. Paying the bill isn't losing money, it's gaining respect. It's practicing kindness. It's saying to the world, I live with abundance, not fear. Follow this idea. Don't argue over small amounts. Don't count every coin. If you can pay, then do it. Not for attention, but for values, because generosity always comes back, and in ways you can't even imagine. Rule 12. Say no if you're not ready. Many people suffer in life not because they said yes to bad things, but because they were scared to say no. You say yes to plans you don't want, yes to people who don't value you, yes to jobs you're not ready for, yes to expectations that don't match your beliefs, and each time you say yes when your heart says no, you betray yourself. But here's the truth: you are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to choose peace over pressure. Saying no isn't weakness, it's power, it's wisdom. It's the first step toward a life that respects your pace. A young designer once got an offer to lead a major campaign. But deep down, she knew she wasn't ready. The deadline was too close. The vision wasn't clear. Her gut said, not now. But she said yes anyway, because she didn't want to upset them. What happened? She burned out. The project suffered. Her mental health collapsed. She realized that saying yes out of fear is worse than saying no with honesty. Follow this rule: if you're not ready, say no. If it doesn't feel right, say no. If it doesn't help you grow, say no, because every no to the wrong thing is a yes to the right one. Rule 13. Learn from people who don't agree with you. These days we're told block them, cancel them, unfollow them if they disagree. But here's the truth: growth doesn't come from people who agree with you all the time. Growth comes from people who make you think harder. The strongest minds are not the ones who always think they're right. They are the ones who stay open, calm, and curious, even when others think differently. People who disagree with you aren't your enemies. They're mirrors. They show you what you believe, and more importantly, why you believe it. A scientist once shared his new theory at a conference. Another expert stood up and disagreed. In front of everyone, the room went quiet. Everyone expected an argument, but instead the scientist said, "Thank you. If I'm wrong, I'd rather find out now than after wasting years." That's real wisdom. That's how you grow. Follow this idea. Listen to people who think differently. Not to follow them, but to understand them. Because the more you understand others, the stronger your own thinking becomes. Rule 14. Never be late. Being late doesn't just waste time. It sends a message. It shows a lack of respect. When you are late, you're silently telling the other person, my time matters more. My comfort is more important than your schedule. Being on time isn't just about the clock. It's about self-control, respect, and honor. There's a business leader known for being very serious about time. He once set a meeting at 10 a.m. with a new client. The client arrived at 10:07. The leader stood up, smiled, and said, "I appreciate your time, but unfortunately, this meeting is over now." Was that a bit harsh? Maybe, but it taught a lesson. Time is the most valuable thing you have. Treat it like it's gold. Being on time shows the world that you are reliable, focused, disciplined, and serious about success. Follow this mindset, whether it's a short phone call or a big interview. Never show up late. Always be the first one there. Be the one who treats every second like it matters, because the way you treat time is the way time will treat you. Let yourself be driven by something more than money. Money matters. It gives you freedom, security, choices. But if money is your only goal, you'll never feel truly satisfied. You could earn millions and still feel empty if you don't know what you're doing it all for. People who chase only money often lose their spark, get tired, forget their values, and lose sight of their reason. But people who chase something deeper: impact, love, purpose, legacy, they become unstoppable. A surgeon once said, "Yes, I make good money, but that's not why I get up every morning. I wake up because I know someone out there needs me to save their life." That's powerful. That kind of motivation can't be shaken. Let money be a result, not your main reason. Work for something that gives you pride even when no one's watching. Because when money disappears, your reason will still keep you going. Stand up to bullies, even if they seem stronger. There will always be people who use power to harm others. They use fear, silence, and manipulation to control. But the truth is, if you don't push back, they get stronger and you feel smaller. It doesn't matter how big they are. What matters is how much you're willing to protect what's right. Courage doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you act even when you are. For example, there was a manager who always yelled at his staff. Most people stayed quiet, scared to lose their jobs, but one employee calmly stood up. He didn't argue or yell. He just said, "This isn't how professionals should treat each other. If this keeps happening, I'll have to report it." The energy in the room changed. Others found their voice, the manager backed off, all because one person had the courage to speak. Don't be loud, be clear. Don't be rude, be strong. Don't stay quiet when someone's getting hurt. Bullies grow in silence but fade when the truth shows up. Take care of your reputation. It's not about your looks, your posts online, or the clothes you wear. It's about what people say about you when you're not around. Your reputation will open more doors than talent or money ever can. You can lose money and get it back. You can fail and try again. But if you damage your name, that can follow you for a long time. Your reputation is built by how you treat people when you don't need anything from them. It's how you talk when no one is listening. It's what you do when you think no one will ever find out. There was a man who applied for a big leadership job. On paper, he was perfect, smart, and experienced. But when the company asked around, the message was clear. He's clever, but you can't trust him. He didn't get the job, not because he wasn't capable, but because people didn't want to take the risk. Guard your name like it's something valuable. Do the right thing, even when it's hard. Because when your name is clean, your reputation will speak for you before you even enter the room. Stop comparing yourself to your friends. Comparison is like a quiet thief. It steals your peace, joy, and confidence little by little. And today it's easier than ever. Your friend gets a car, a new job, a relationship, a win, and suddenly you feel like you're falling behind. But here's the truth, you're not behind, you're just on a different path. Your friend might have something today, but you might get something even better tomorrow. Everyone's journey is different. Trees bloom at different times, some in spring, some in winter, but both are beautiful when the time is right. If you compare a winter tree to a spring flower, it looks wrong, but the problem isn't the tree, it's your sense of timing. When your friend does well, celebrate them, but don't lose track of your path. Life is not a race. No one else can walk your journey but you. Never put your time, money, or trust into something without learning about it first. Everyone wants to grow, financially, emotionally, in their career, but growth without preparation often leads to pain. There are so many shortcuts and get-rich, quick offers out there. People put everything into things they don't really understand, and then they feel crushed when it doesn't work out. But taking blind chances isn't bravery, it's being careless. If you want to succeed, you must learn about what you're stepping into. Whether it's a new business, a partnership, crypto, real estate, or even a friend, keep research first. For example, an investor once gave money to a startup just because his friend said it was the next big thing. He didn't ask questions, didn't read the business plan, didn't meet the team. 6 months later, the company failed. He lost every cent, not because the idea was bad, but because he trusted without checking. Before you invest your time, energy, or money, study it, ask questions, know the risks, and walk away if something doesn't feel right. Losing a chance is better than losing everything you've worked for. Don't live your life to please others. This truth hurts, and most people learn it too late. Many people spend their whole lives trying to make others happy. They pick careers they don't love, stay in relationships that drain them, and live lifestyles that exhaust them. All because they want to be liked or accepted. But no matter how much you do, someone will always judge you. So you might as well live a life that feels right to you. When you live for others, you lose your voice, your fire, and your true self. There was a woman who stopped painting for 10 years because her family said it wasn't practical. She got a job she didn't care for, smiled in pictures, earned money. But every night, she felt empty. One day, she started painting again. And for the first time in years, she felt alive. Live a life that feels right for you, even if others don't get it. Your soul isn't here to follow others. It's here to grow, to create, to feel alive. You don't have time to waste living a life that doesn't feel like yours. Start investing today. Time is more powerful than money. The sooner you learn this, the better your life will become. Most people wait. They say, I'll invest when I have more money. I'll invest when I'm older. I'll invest when things settle down. But the truth is, the best time to start is before you feel ready. Because every day you wait, you miss out on the biggest advantage, time. This isn't just about money. It's about investing in your mind, reading, finding mentors, investing in your health, eating well, staying fit. Investing in your skills, learning, gaining experience, saving wisely, spending smart. For example, a young man started saving $50 each month at age 20. Another started saving $200 monthly at age 30. Guess who had more money by age 50? The first one, even though he saved less. Why? Because time multiplies everything. Even if you start small, begin now, learn, save, grow slowly. Because the earlier you plant the seed, the bigger your tree can grow. Nothing in life is truly free. When something seems easy, fast, or free, pause. There's always a hidden cost. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's your time, your focus, your energy, your peace, or your privacy. The world will give you free entertainment, free pleasure, free approval. But all of them take something in return. The things that truly matter: freedom, peace, success, health, trust. Those things require effort. Think about all the free content online. It doesn't cost money, but it takes hours of your time. Then suddenly the day's gone. And you feel empty. Why? Because you paid with time and got nothing back. Before you take anything that's free, ask yourself, what's this really costing me? Is this helping me? Or just wasting my time? When you understand that nothing is truly free, you start making better choices. You stop trading your gold for dust. Work hard now if you want life to be easier later. There are two types of pain in life: the pain of effort and the pain of regret. One makes you stronger. The other makes you wish you had done more. Choosing effort today means comfort later, but avoiding effort today means struggle later. If you sleep in now, you'll work harder later. If you skip learning now, you'll pay for it later. Life gives you the bill either way. You just choose when to pay it. Do the hard things now so you can enjoy the rewards later. You can choose to suffer now with effort, early mornings, hard work, and sacrifice. Or you can suffer later with stress, broken dreams, and questions like what if. Most people choose comfort today and trouble tomorrow. They sleep in, avoid hard work, delay their goals, and years later they look in the mirror and say, I should have pushed harder when I had the chance. But people who understand time do the opposite. They give up comfort now so they can live freely later. Picture a woman who worked 2 jobs for 5 years while others partied. She saved every penny, studied at night, and missed out on fun. But by the time she was 35, she owned a business. Now she travels the world while others still work long hours. Follow this simple truth: suffer now or suffer later. Wake up early while others are sleeping. Learn while others scroll. Build while others complain. The effort you put in during your 20s and 30s will decide how calm and free your 40s and 50s will be. Don't wait for a better time. Now is the best time. Choose your life partner carefully. This choice will affect your life more than your job, your car, or your house. A good partner will double your strength, but the wrong one will steal your peace, your confidence, your focus, and sometimes even your dreams. Love isn't just about emotions. It's about values, character, and growing together. Can you build something with them? Do they respect your goals? Do they help you grow into more of yourself? Or do you have to shrink to fit in? One successful athlete once said, "My biggest win wasn't a trophy. It was marrying someone who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." That kind of belief is priceless. On the other hand, many people lose everything because of toxic love. They lose focus, money, and time because they picked love without thinking clearly. Don't jump into a relationship just because you feel lonely. Pick someone who sees your future, not just your face. Someone who lifts you up, not someone who pulls you down. You don't have time to waste on the wrong person. Your peace should never be for sale. Get used to being uncomfortable. Every time you feel uneasy, you're right at the edge of growth. Real change never feels easy. It feels like fear, shaky hands, fast heartbeats, and doubt. But that's where winners are made. Comfort isn't safety. It's a trap. It whispers, stay here, don't try anything new. And it feels good, so you listen. But here's the truth. If your life always feels safe, it's probably not growing. Think of a butterfly. Before it can fly, it has to struggle in the cocoon. If someone helps it escape, its wings don't develop. The struggle gives it strength. Do the thing that scares you. Apply for that job. Speak up on that stage. Make the call. Start the project. Don't avoid discomfort. Go into it. That's where the strongest version of you is hiding. Think long. Term, not just short. Term, most people focus only on now. What feels nice now, what's easy now, what brings fast results now. But short, term thinking brings long-term problems. Success, health, love, and wealth come from decisions that are tough today, but bring rewards for life. Fast food feels good now. leads to sickness later. Skipping workouts is easy now, brings weakness later. Quitting feels safe now, brings regret later. A farmer doesn't plant seeds and expect crops the next day. He works the land, waters the soil, and waits for months. But when harvest comes, his family eats for a year. That's life. Don't run after quick wins. Run after lasting results. Ask yourself every day, will this help the person I'm becoming? A great life isn't made in one day, it's made through good choices, repeated for years. Stop chasing, start attracting. Most people spend their whole life running after money, love, approval, attention, and success. They chase everything and forget who they really are. They get desperate, lose peace, lower their standards, and accept less just to feel noticed. But the truth is, chasing gives your power away. Attracting means standing in your strength. You don't need to beg if you build yourself. You don't need to chase success if you provide real value. You don't need to chase love if you love yourself first. Think of a magnet. It doesn't run after metal, it just stays strong and everything comes to it. Imagine being that powerful in your mindset, in your habits, in your self-control. What you're running after today might come chasing you tomorrow. So stop running after people or praise or things that aren't for you. Start building your value, grow in silence, build your confidence, protect your peace. When your energy is strong, the world reacts to you. Learn the power of silence. Not everything needs your reaction. The world is noisy. Everyone wants to talk, argue, win, shout. But silence isn't weakness. It's power. Anyone can scream back. But staying calm takes real strength. You don't need to join every fight. You don't need to explain yourself to people who don't care to understand you. Most people don't get tired from working. They get tired from reacting to things that don't matter. A wise leader was once insulted in public. Everyone waited for him to respond. He just smiled and said nothing. Later, someone asked, "Why didn't you defend yourself?" He answered, "If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belong to? That's true power." That's silence. Speak less, listen more, understand deeper, control your reactions, because when you stay quiet, you protect your energy, and your presence becomes more powerful than your words. Be disciplined, not just motivated. Motivation feels great. It's that fire you get after a strong speech or a great video. But motivation is just a feeling. Discipline is a choice. Motivation might wake you up one day. Discipline wakes you up every day. Motivation disappears when life gets hard. Discipline keeps going. Most people only move when they feel inspired. But real champions follow rules, stick to plans, and keep going even when they don't feel like it. A marathon runner doesn't feel excited every day. Some days it rains. Some days they're tired. Some days their legs hurt. But they still run. Not because they want to, but because they promise themselves. That's discipline, doing what's needed, no matter how you feel. Don't wait for motivation. Build systems, make strong promises to yourself. And never break them. Get up early, eat well, study hard, train daily. Do it even when no one sees it, especially when no one sees it. Motivation can start your path, but only discipline can get you to the end. Be the kind of person your future self will thank. This is the most powerful idea of all. This combines all the other lessons. You don't just live for today. You live for the person you are becoming. Right now, every choice you make is shaping someone you haven't met yet. Your future self. That person will either thank you for your hard work or blame you for your laziness. They'll either smile at your discipline or cry at your delays. They'll feel proud of your choices or hurt because you gave up. Imagine two versions of you. One shows up daily, learns, works, grows, and respects time. The other delays, avoids hard things, and leaves just for now. Fast forward 10 years. Who feels peace? Who feels strength? You already know the answer. Don't live for comfort today. Live for pride tomorrow. Before you sleep, ask yourself, did I do something today that my future self will be proud of? That's how you build a real life. That's how you use your time with purpose. That's how you live without regret. Now you know you don't have time to waste, to wait, or to live someone else's life. These 30 lessons are not just tips. They're a reflection. They're your reminder that every second shapes your future. And the moment to act is right now. If anything in this message touched you, if even one sentence hit your heart, don't ignore this moment. Follow this journey. because I'll be here every week telling you what no one else does. And one day you'll look back and see, this was the moment you really began.